Welcome to Shining, Shimmering, Splendid, where I review Walt Disney World rides and attractions. Today I'm going to be doing part one of my two-part Disney Holiday Show Spectacular. Basically, I'm going to be reviewing all of the different holiday shows and celebrations that Disney has to offer. In today's review, I'm going to be doing three different shows: the Disney Springs Christmas Tree Trail, the Jingle Bell Jingle BAM show at Hollywood Studios, and the Epcot Candlelight Processional. So let's get started with the Disney Springs Christmas Tree Trail. Now, this is a brand new attraction to 2016 and features 15 different Christmas trees, each decorated to pair with a different Disney film. So you've got classic movies like Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella, and The Little Mermaid, and then a couple more unexpected ones like Lilo and Stitch, Mary Poppins, and 101 Dalmatians. Each tree is beautifully unique and features different ornaments and decorations specific to that Disney film. So, for instance, in the Little Mermaid tree, there's a dingle hop or a fork, and the Princess and the Frog tree is all decorated with the Mardi Gras colors. The 101 Dalmatians tree does some pretty cool stuff with just black, white, and red. Two of my favorite trees were the Lilo and Stitch tree because it looked like Stitch himself decorated that tree, and the Disney Villains tree because I can't help but imagine what it would be like for all those villains to get together and decorate a tree. The best thing about it is that they also have Disney PhotoPass photographers kind of walking around at different trees. So if you happen to have the PhotoPass, you can get your picture taken with any of the trees that you want. I would say that this is a great attraction to see with friends or family. Basically, if you're at Disney Springs, you should definitely check it out. It's in the marketplace area by the Once Upon a Toy Shop. This attraction runs through January 8th, and unlike some of the other shows, you don't need park admission to go to this. So if you find yourself in Florida for any reason, you can just stop on by Disney Springs and check it out. It only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to get through. Moving on to the Jingle Bell Jingle BAM show at Disney's Hollywood Studios. This is also a new attraction for 2016, replacing the Osborne family spectacle of dancing lights. And it features the characters of ABC's Prep and Landing and a lot of the characters from Disney's Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, if you've seen the Star Wars Spectacular, it's a very similar structure. They use projections on the Chinese theater, they have fireworks and laser lights, and a lot of great music. So in this case, you've got a lot of classic Christmas music. You've got scenes of Christmas and snow from Disney films like the ice skating scene in Bambi or the snowball fight in Beauty and the Beast. And it basically takes the structure of the characters from Prep and Landing searching for Santa to find out that he's been kidnapped by Oogie Boogie. If you haven't seen Nightmare Before Christmas or Prep and Landing, it's probably not going to be as exciting as it would be if you have, but I can say that I've never seen Prep and Landing and I still understood it even if I didn't know who the characters were. I would say that it's definitely a really fun show. It's super high energy, the songs are really energetic, and your kids especially are going to really love it. The problem with this show, and similarly to the Star Wars show, is that it's really hard to find a good spot. The problem is that road is very narrow, and there's these two very large pillars that kind of block a lot of the view. So unless you're really far forward and close to the Chinese theater, or you happen to be extraordinarily tall, which means that you were probably standing right in front of me, it's going to be hard to see everything that's going on. I would definitely recommend catching this show, but you might want to get there kind of early. I'll admit, when I was there, people were lining up at least an hour ahead of time. And I will admit, I don't think this show is worthy of an hour-long wait. But if you happen to find yourself with a good spot and you can see it, definitely check it out. It's absolutely worth it. And much like the Christmas Tree Trail, there is a guarantee of snow. This show runs through December 31st, and I don't know yet if it's going to be back next year, so if you get a chance to check it out, definitely do it. Finally, we have the Epcot Candlelight Processional. This attraction has been going on for 46 years now, and is a classic Disney holiday tradition. This show takes place in the theater in the Americas section of the World Showcase, and features a celebrity narrator who basically tells the story of Christmas, reading Bible passages about Mary and Joseph's journey and the birth of Jesus, intermixed with classic songs such as O Holy Night, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. It features a choir made up of local high school students, Disney cast members, led by the Voices of Liberty, and it also features a 50-piece live orchestra. This is definitely the most grown-up and traditional of the Disney holiday offerings. There's no mention of Santa, there's no blinking lights, there's no fireworks. It's definitely a lot more calm and subdued. So I would recommend this for older children, maybe kids who know these songs really well, or adults who wanted to go see the celebrity narrator, like me. I got to see Anthony Mackie, and it was absolutely wonderful, and I would go again in a heartbeat. Here's something to note about this particular show. It does have limited seating. Disney does offer a dining package where you can dine at different restaurants in the World Showcase, and then you're guaranteed a seat. But there is also a standby line, which I wound up waiting over an hour for and barely got a seat. Standby seating for this is really limited. You're going to be sitting in one of the back 5 rows if you get a spot at all, and I wound up stuck behind a tree. So if you really want to be sure that you're going to get a good seat towards the front, I would highly, highly, highly recommend trying to get a dining package. The good news is there are 3 shows every night, so you have a good chance of getting into at least one of them. And I will caution you, if you are just going to see the celebrity narrator, know that their role really isn't that big in the entire scheme of the show. Basically, they read a couple of lines from the Bible, and then you get a song that goes with it. And then they read a couple of lines, and then you get a song that goes with it. And then they read a couple of lines, and so on and so forth. So if you're going to listen to Neil Patrick Harris talk to you for 40 minutes, that's not going to happen. So really make sure that you want to see the entire show, that you want to hear those songs and appreciate that choir and that orchestra, because it really is quite magical. Just don't expect that it's going to be 40 minutes of listening to one of your favorite celebrities talk to you. The narrator changes every couple of days, and I will be leaving a list in the description below of the narrators for the rest of the 2016 season. This show only runs until December 30th, and from what I could ascertain, the dining and seating option is pretty limited, if not unavailable. So I would recommend, if that's something you want to do, trying to get that for 2017. So there you have it. My thoughts on 2 brand new Disney shows and 1 Disney classic. If you've gotten the chance to see any of these shows, which one is your favorite? And should these new offerings stick around till 2017? Let me know in the comment section below. And as always, feel free to like, subscribe, and check back every Thursday for another shining, shimmering, splendid review.